It's time for Around the Ozarks in 5. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Good morning to you on a Wednesday. We're going to do some news and a lot of stuff going on today, so let's get started.
It's official. The city of Springfield now owns Hammons Field. The purchase has been completed after bankruptcy court approval and closing on the deal. As part of the $16 million deal, the city now owns 2 parking lots near the stadium. And much to the relief of fans, the city will reduce the price of parking to $10. The St. Louis Cardinals AA affiliate, the Springfield Cardinals, play in their home opener 1 week from tomorrow. To celebrate the new stadium deal, the Springfield Cards will open the stadium to allow fans to watch the St. Louis Cardinals home opener on the big screen in the outfield. Attendance to that is free.
That's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow.
Yeah,
So are
you
you
can just go
tracking?
out there
You go
and-
to Hammons Field and you watch what's happening at Busch Stadium.
That's right. Opening day at Busch Stadium. That should be fun. What a great atmosphere.
Are we going?
Well, I got to work, but you can go. You can take the kids.
I know they would think it was the coolest. Maybe we will. This is news to me, right? So now we got to figure out what our schedule actually looks like.
It's gonna
All
be
right, Missouri's
65 degrees.
yeah, that's not
It'll
too
be nice.
shabby.
Yeah.
I can handle it. Missouri's Attorney General is giving backup to the College of the Ozarks in its battle against the Biden administration's rules on sexual orientation and gender identity. Missouri is joining 19 other states in the College of the Ozarks appeal to the U.S. Supreme Court. At issue is whether private religious institutions can have its own views on marriage and sexuality, and as a result, maintain single-sex residence halls. The school also prohibits biological males who identify as females from living in the female dorms and vice versa.
Okay, that continues before the U.S. Supreme Court. Buffalo's police chief has resigned to take a job in the Christian County Sheriff's Department. Former chief Chris Twitchell had been on paid administrative leave since January while there was an internal personnel investigation underway. He had been chief in Buffalo since 2021. A big honor for Multiply Credit Union based in Springfield. This is cool. Multiply was named the best performing credit union in the entire country. Now, that's pretty impressive. It outperformed the industry in 4 out of 5 categories. Well done. Also on the list, Assemblies of God Credit Union ranked number 71, and Telcom Credit Union, both of those based in Springfield, landed at number 78 on the list. But Multiply came out number 1 in the whole country.
That's awesome. Good
Yeah.
for them. All right. I hope that I don't butcher the name. Kia and Hyundai. Hyundai?
Say it. Say
With
it
confidence?
with
Say it
confidence.
with confidence and move on. Okay.
People think they're
Kia
wrong.
and Hyundai are both being sued, accused of failing to install anti-theft technology, resulting in thousands of car thefts. The lawsuit was filed by the city of St. Louis, which claims several cars were stolen there because of it. The city is seeking more than $75,000 in damages, and other big cities across the U.S. are suing Kia and Hyundai as well for the same reason.
Yeah, I don't quite understand the point of that lawsuit, but we'll see how it shakes out in court, I suppose.
Well, maybe you don't know, it actually started on TikTok, which I'm not on TikTok, but I saw a video of a guy who was like, hey, let me show you how to steal this car. And it was super easy. There was like nothing to it. And apparently there's a piece of software, I guess, I don't know, that is not there that makes it really easy. It's like an anti-theft thing that other cars have, making them much harder to steal. Anywho, there you go.
Well, yet again, TikTok is the problem. and idiots on TikTok.
Right.
Showing
But is
everybody.
TikTok the problem, or is the car maker the problem for not putting the anti-theft
Well,
technology?
pointing
Because
out
you're not thinking like a journalist right now. Like, who's actually the problem? You know what I mean?
if
Are
you
you
find
the-
a problem, I don't know
Like
that
when people would
posting it.
say like, you ruined my life. I'm like, nope, you ruined your own life. I just happened to do a story on it.
All right.
Okay. Now to this. If you buy packaged pasta dishes, packaged pasta dishes. I don't know why that was hard to say. At Hy-Vee, listen up. The company that makes them is recalling Hy-Vee hamburger, chili, macaroni skillet meals because of milk in the product that is not declared on the label. If you have those and milk is a problem for you, you can return it to Hy-Vee for a refund. If milk is not a problem, just eat it.
Enjoy it. Enjoy the meal. Enjoy the hamburger, chili, macaroni skillet meal.
Hamburger helper, you know.
It's a lot. It's a mouthful. It's not hamburger helper. It's like hamburger helper. All right. Looks like high ticket prices and hot dog prices are paying off for the St. Louis Cardinals and the Kansas City Royals. Forbes has increased both of the teams' valuations. The Royals' valuation increased by 8% year to year to $1.2 billion, while the Cardinals' valuation climbed by 4% from last year to $2.5 billion. It's a lot of money. And speaking of the Cardinals, tomorrow is opening day. We mentioned that for the St. Louis Cardinals. Pre-game festivities with all the Hall of Famers and the entire team start at 2:30. Then the game starts at 3:10. You can see that on Bally Sports. You can see it at the ballpark if you want to go to Hammons Field and watch with your fellow fans. And then the Royals also open at home tomorrow afternoon. So the good news is baseball is back.
I know you're excited about that.
I am.
Springtime travel also picking up. I feel like most people around here have already had spring break. I know Lebanon is currently on spring break, and some others. But anyway, airlines say they are once again worried about worker shortages. So if you're planning a trip, be aware. Travelers could see some major delays again at some of the country's major airports, including 3 in New York. Apparently, air traffic control facilities are said to be 54% staffed.
Ooh, that ain't enough.
That
ain't
a
enough.
problem. So anyway, you should just know that that's an issue. So if you're flying somewhere, you need to be flexible.
Well, and you don't want the air traffic control people to be tired too because they've been working too much. You need them to be on their game.
Yeah. Which that's a whole different story, but yep. All right. Are you among those who don't tip anymore at certain places, like Starbucks, McDonald's? I would say guilty as charged. Apparently, I'm not alone. The number of places that accept tips is increasing. So more places asking for tips. However, fewer people are actually tipping. The latest studies show 50% of fast food restaurants now ask customers if they would like to leave a tip, but that is a 10% increase from 3 years ago on who was asking for the tip. But during the last quarter, the percentage of people who actually tipped at places like McDonald's, Starbucks, Taco Bell, it was 15.9% at that time, down from 16.4%. So fewer people leaving tips.
I haven't been inside a McDonald's in a long time. Does McDonald's ask for tips now?
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
not all of them. Not all of them. But you can order on the kiosk in a McDonald's now, and some of them have a tip jar.
Oh.
But you know what? It's funny because now that you say that, I haven't typed in my number. So what I have found recently, I was at Tropical Smoothie, maybe. Where was I recently? But it asks for the tip. If you use your debit card, it'll say would you like to leave a tip before you get to the total. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not like the cashier is saying, would you like to tip? It's built in onto the screen.
Yeah. No, it's on the
Lots of
screen.
places.
And a lot of times they flip the iPad around to you and they're standing there and you're like, oh, you're not even, you're just going to hand me my bag across the counter. It just seems like tipping is kind of gotten out of control.
Yeah.
Or the asking for tips.
Yeah, that's what the story is. 50% of fast food restaurants are now asking. 50% are now asking.
Yeah, it seems like it's all over the place and not where you're getting service. They're not really doing a service. They're doing the job. And here's the thing. I want to be generous, but the food costs so much money now. You can't go have lunch anywhere for less than $10,
Yeah.
even a fast food place. And then a tip above that, it's man.
Yeah. So
It's just a lot of
anyway, it
money.
was at 16.4% of people always tipping. Now it is 15.9%. And they reported that inflation is the main reason.
Well, yeah, inflation, everything costs more, and if everybody's asking for more money, the less. I mean, you got to cut it off at some point.
But I do happen to know someone who likes to give a lot. That guy
What are you doing? What?
pointing at you. You always tip well. You tip better than I do, always.
Oh, I'm next to you, by the way. I'm over here. Where were you pointing? You were pointing down. Am I at the bottom of your screen?
Yeah. I know you
Really?
are different on my screen than yeah.
Okay.
Okay, here's the story. The Light the Way Christian Music Festival is coming to Ozark this summer, Friday and Saturday, July 7th and 8th at Faith Family Farm in Ozark. This Friday, though, so here in a couple days, it is the end of the super early bird cheapest ticket prices. You can save $30 if you buy tickets between now and Friday. Newsboys will be there, as well as KB, Colton Dixon, and Wilson, just to name a few. There are a million more, but there's some of the highlights. And I'm going to be speaking on Friday night, so I'm excited. You can get tickets now at lightthewayministry.com.
Yeah, that's always if you like Christian music, is always a great show because he's got they bring in all the current artists and the names that you hear on the radio, on Apple Music, whatever you're listening to. And this year it's at a new location, right? They haven't been here before.
Very close to the Finley River in Ozark. It's called Faith Family Farm. In fact, a friend of mine, it's her farm, so it's kind of cool. Just like how that all came together. I'm sure they'll share that story at the festival, so I'm going to save it. But it's a neat story.
It's just a little bit upstream from the mill, up the Finley River. Yeah, about a mile or so. Well, that's super cool, and you will be speaking Friday night, so that'll
Friday
be
night, July
exciting. I know
7th. Yeah.
a lot of people will show up to hear that. The annual birthplace of Route 66 Festival is coming back in August for its 11th anniversary in Springfield. And this year, the festival, known for cool cars, live music, and food, will be adding a talent show, which should be fun. This year's birthplace of Route 66 Festival is Thursday, August 10th through Saturday, August 12th. So you can plan for that. It's always fairly warm that time of year, but it's a good time down at the festival. We've been there a few times, haven't we?
I just wonder if they're going to be screening the people before the talent show.
Yes. Yeah. I didn't want to get into all this, but apparently, because I figured we could do it when we get closer to it. But now that you've asked, you submit a video of yourself performing to KY3's website. There will then be all the videos will be listed. The public will vote. The top 20 will be able to appear live during the Route 66 Festival. I believe those are the rules. I believe that's how it's going.
This just makes me laugh because I wonder who in the building at KY is going to be judging to get to the top 20 anyway.
Well, it's going to be the public. It's going to be the public.
The public. Okay. I thought
and then,
KY
but
30,
then the live talent show, I think they have live judges. So if they need judges, I think that would be fun. Maybe we could
pick me. Ethan would make a great Simon Cowell. I'm an encourager by nature. I'm an encourager. I might not be good entertainment, but Ethan would be.
I would be honest. And if singing is not for them, I would let them know.
Right. And then he would give lectures about how parents should try to push their children in the direction of something they're naturally gifted at. And you're just not sure how, so-and-so wound up here today. Like,
yeah, friends and family are doing the people no favors if they tell them they're good when they're not good. That's just the bottom line. That's just how that goes. Simon Cowell is right. Do the kids even know who Simon Cowell is anymore? Is he on?
No.
I think he's on the other show. America.
The one with the red X's, right?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
That
shows you how much TV we watch these days.
Yeah, no doubt.
Hey, thank you for watching. We appreciate you being with us, and we hope to see you right back here tomorrow morning. See you.
Bye.